know about this generation coming up, yo. I never wanted to say that. I didn't want to be the older person to say some shit like that, because the older people always say some shit like that. But I don't know, man. I done seen some shit. I'm starting to see shit. I don't know about this young generation. They too quick to use their phone for the wrong shit. For the wrong shit. Now, some of them are really smart. Some of them know that your phone, your laptop, that's a fucking tool. It's a tool. You use it. You use it to accomplish the shit that you're trying to accomplish in life. You don't let it use you. You don't become ruled by the tool. And a lot of these young people, they be in their phones, especially their phones, but they laptops. I remember being younger and parents and grandparents being like, oh, you need to get out the TV. The TV's going to rot your brain. Older people always say this shit. They always say this shit. But now that I'm getting a little bit older, I see there is some smoke to that fire. There's a little bit of truth in there. Yeah, the older person may not fully understand. They a little bit behind the times, growing obsolete. They don't really know. I remember once I called my uncle, who's a little close to my age. He's kind of like a big brother. When he was little, I called him a punk. My grandmother jumped down my throat. She said, don't you ever call him that. Because in her time period, punk meant something else. And we both looking at her like, damn, chill the fuck out. So older people are always going to be like, oh, you need to eat your vegetables and stretch and shit twice a day. But there is some fucking truth. There's some truth in it. And I see young people today in their phones a lot of times for all the wrong reasons. Like, I was chilling about a week ago, getting ready to go into a spot, nighttime. I seen this accident literally like maybe 40, 50 feet from me. This car full of young females, for some reason, inexplicably, in the street, in the middle of the street, she decides to back up. She either could not see or absolutely did not look. And she backs up onto the hood of somebody's Corvette. And the first thing that they do when they get out the car is on their phone, live streaming it, whatever, clowning, laughing, making it like a big event out of it. And I'm thinking like, what the fuck? You just scratched up this motherfucker's Corvette. Are you gonna pay for this shit? You know goddamn well you're not gonna pay for this shit. You're not gonna even be able to pay for your own shit that you fucked up. But they immediately jumped out the car clowning on their devices, because now this is an event. This is a spectacle to be made of. Even if I was the driver, if that was my friend who we just got into an accident, and the first thing you do is you hop out the car and you on your phone clowning the situation, clowning me, we can't be friends no more. Clown me later on. Clown me after the situation. Clown me when we done finally got to our spot. We chilling. Emotions done came down a little bit. We done had a drink or a smoke or something like that. Clown me then. Do not clown me exactly in the immediacy of the situation. I got to jump out the car, see what the fuck done happened, see if anybody hurt. Now we potentially got to wait for the cops to come, file a report. Who in the car is holding something, this and that. Because, you know, motherfuckers will be like, oh, cops coming? Yeah, I'll catch up with you later, dog. So, like, the motherfuckers' whole night, even more than their night, might change because of something that happened like that. And the first thing that you want to do is jump out and clown? Like, this is, you know. Now, I know millennials, a lot of millennials grew up with WorldStar. WorldStar was what it was. You know, it started off like A and it ended up like Z. But now you're in a situation where, like I said, you tell somebody to look up something that's going to like, actually, you know, inform them, like educate them. They look at you like, ugh. But if they want to look up some nonsense, you know, dumbass shit that, you know, has nothing to do with anything, they know all the fucking details. It's right there in their fingertips. And I know, at least I tell my kids, different than the young people that I come across, you got a fucking library, an encyclopedia, you know what I'm saying? All of these historical devices, you got in one fucking device. Use it. All the shit that you don't know, that you need to know, go look for it in that device. The shit that you don't need to know, stay out that device, because that's where you'll find it. Because the device, remember, it's supposed to be a tool. A hammer. A hammer is a tool. You set the hammer down, the hammer doesn't say, hey, it's been 5 minutes since you used me. The hammer doesn't say, hey, you know what's one way that you can use me? You can use me to put them shelves up. The hammer doesn't say, hey, you can upgrade me, go to the store and upgrade me or order me online. No, the hammer sits the fuck there, shuts the fuck up, and waits for you to use it. That's a fucking tool. When your phone, different apps are going off, different alerts, different notifications trying to get you back into, telling you about shit that other people are doing that ain't got nothing to fucking do with you except the fact that they in your contact list, or you DM'd them once or twice a month ago or some random other shit. And so now they're trying to get you back into the device. Anything they can do, almost anything that's an app. Websites are not so bad, but apps especially. Anything that's an app, that's the internet, that's tied to like you using the platform, they want you on that platform as long as fucking possible. That's the business model. So they're going to send you notifications. They're going to send you alerts. They're going to tell you this person is doing something. They're going to tell you you could have this new feature. Anything. I'll suck your dick. Anything to get you back on the app. So who's using who? What's using what? The person uses the hammer. The hammer doesn't use the person. But for a lot of young people, since the iPhone came out, really since 2010, 2012, 2014, whatever specific date you want to call it, hey, I use my phone like fuck. I use it for business, primarily for business. I use it for some education, some entertainment, some social, but shit, I'm sharpening my sword with this motherfucking device. I'm doing different things motherfuckers couldn't do 20, 30, 40 years ago. But because young people weren't here 20, 30, 40 years ago, they don't understand. I didn't understand when I was at that age. It took somebody to say, hey, we've seen this before. Now, we may not fully see it from your eyes, but we've seen this before. You might want to chill out on this, or you might want to use it more efficiently. So that's what I say to a lot of young people. I don't say put your device down. It's a tool. But I do say go explore the world. You can live life without your device. But I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, oh, machinery and electronics is bad for you. No. But what I will say is don't be the tool. Use the tool. That's all I'm saying. When you are done, put that motherfucking device down and be done with it. If there's an alert, there's a little bloop, there's a little sound that goes off on it, let it go the fuck off. I'll catch up with you when I catch up with you. But if you jump and you need to check everything that's happening on your device, you the fucking tool and you the fucking fool. They got you in the loop. They using you. And it gets even worse when you get to a society, when you get to a place. See, now you got me sounding like the fucking old dude. Now you get to a certain place in society where not only are people, not just young people, but primarily using the device and being the tool. They are the tool now. But now you're using the tool to harm other people. It's almost like that Black Mirror episode where there's like a lady that, not to give away too much, she's in distress and she's just constantly calling out for help, calling, reaching out for people, and people are looking at her, but nobody will help her. They're just all in their phones recording her. And we don't want to become that type of society. But we've got a generation and a half that has grown up not only in the device, not only with the device using them as a tool, but also the entertainment value for some people is the shock value of seeing fucked up shit happen to other people. And so instead of seeing that accident and then recording the damage, making sure everybody cool and don't nobody pop off, don't no bullshit happen, you know what I'm saying, just recording shit for just making sure everything is straight on the up and up. No, this is a part of my comedy reel. This is a part of the shit that I'm going to show to make me look like somebody. I'm going to show other people's misery, or other people's fucked up, other people's calamities. I'm going to show other people's situations because that makes me look what? Exactly. Makes you look like a piece of shit, basically. But hey, I used to be younger. I'm still youngish. And I used to be a piece of shit. So I do understand it. Like I said, I didn't want to be the older person to be out here looking at younger people a certain way. But when you see a motherfucker, you see an accident, somebody's Corvette scraped up, that you know that they put money into, you know they couldn't wait to bring this motherfucker out and whip it around, and then somebody backs up onto your hood, and the first thing they do when they get out the car is on their phone clowning and laughing and falling on the grass and shit. Man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I'll run over all y'all motherfuckers. See, that's what the old man was saying. Anyway, it's your boy, Gen X, baby. I don't know if you can see the shirt. Trying to get some merchandise going. Gen X, baby. We'll see what's up. Anyway, I'll holler at you.